Do you know what you want in a husband? Do you know what you need? If you had to make a list of the things you desire in a husband, what would some of those things be? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Janice Hilton Thompson, and today we're going to talk about what is it that you need? What do you need in a husband? And guess what I have? My book, my new book on dating, 338 pages. But once my formatter is done, she'll probably get it down to about 300 pages. And I have a lot of good things in here. But today I want to talk about what it is that you need in a husband. I threw away my computer because it was acting up. But yesterday I read a post about a young lady who's been married for 4 years. And she's extremely unhappy. And I couldn't help but think that she missed a lot of red flags while she was dating, or she just overlooked a lot of things. And what I find is a lot of my sisters, a lot of ladies overlook a lot of things in dating because we think that, oh, you can deal with it. And you think that it doesn't matter. But the truth is it does matter. So let me read this. And ladies, I want you to think about what it is that you need. What do you need out of a husband? What do you need in a marriage? So you listen to this for me. You tell me what you think. It is a borrowed post. It says, I've been married for 4 years. My husband doesn't buy me a blank thing for birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, or our anniversary. Now, do you think that that just started because she said birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, or anniversary? They've been married for 4 years, been together for 5 years. So she's never gotten Valentine's, Mother's Day, birthday, even in dating. Even when they were dating and courting, you never got anything. So you never got anything while you were dating, courting, married, engaged, but you expect to get something when you're married. Do you see that, ladies? So you have to begin to collect data as you date. If he's not buying you anything for Valentine's Day, birthday, Christmas while you're dating and engaged, he's probably not going to buy you anything while you're married. And remember, I'll link my video below about dating. Dating is gathering the data, gathering the information about him so that you can make an informed decision. So he's never bought birthday, Christmas, birthday, Mother's Day, or anything for your anniversary. What's going to happen when you get married? Let's read on. She said he works full-time, pays half the rent and other bills, but spend all his free time on social media, coaching, or watching TV. Okay, he pays all the rent. He pays half the rent, I'm sorry. He pays half the rent and half of the other bills. So when did he just start paying half the rent and half of all the other bills? I'm sure that did not just start, ladies. So if you need a man, a husband that pays all the rent, guess what you do? You need to marry a man that will pay all the rent. If you need a 50-50 man, guess what you do? You marry a 50-50 man. If you need a man that's going to spend time with you, guess what you do? Marry a man that's going to spend time with you. Okay, let's read on. I just want you ladies to see how this stuff was happening all along, and she just kind of ignored, thinking she could deal with it. I'm thinking that's what she's thinking. When I say something about it, he'll go off on a tantrum. Remember my reading, I read about a tantrum. Or bring up the few times in 5 years that he's done something nice for me. So in 5 years, he's only done something nice for you a few times. What did you think was going to happen once you got married, my dear? Okay. She goes on to say, he brings up in 5 years, he's done something a few times. Or he brings up that he's done something for her a few times, or that he didn't give him undivided attention a couple of times. On the flip side, dum dum, dum dum, dum dum. On the flip side. On the flip side, I give all that I have to make him happy. There you go. There you have it. While you were dating, while you were courting, you gave him all that you had. See, you were being the man, my sister. You was being the man by giving him all that you had to make him happy. I've paid for trips, cars, silkscreen machines. So she's paid for trips. She's paid for the cars. She's paid for all kinds of stuff. She's buying him all this stuff. And she's becoming the man. She's paying all the bills. She's buying everything. She is showing him all that she can do for him. So why should he do for you? Okay? When he works out of town, I drive for hours to keep his company. You're doing all the work. He'll pay half on bills and all kind of stuff. I'm like, what the heck is with this dude? I'm wasting my time with this guy. He was always that way. This is my problem. He was always that way, but you probably thought you can deal with it. You probably thought he will change. You probably thought if you keep doing, then he will come around and start doing for you. Never marry a man that you have to do all of it for him. See, in this situation, it seems as if somebody asked my thought on this about her being the man. Because she's doing it all. She's doing everything. She's paying for everything. She's making all the sacrifices. She's driving hours to keep his company. She's paying for trips. She's buying him cars. She's doing everything. He pays half the rent. That means she pays everything else. He doesn't appreciate her. He doesn't validate her. But the thing is, what I want you ladies to realize is he's never done this, ladies. So while you're dating and courting, you need to collect the information. If he's not doing these things while you're dating, what makes you think he's going to do it while you're married? I think I shared about a childhood friend of mine. We went to the restaurant. I'm standing there. This happened to me twice. He didn't open the door. And he asked, what you standing there for? I said, I'm waiting for you to open my door. He said, what's wrong with your hands? What's wrong with my hands? Then we were in the mall, I think, and I said, oh, those flowers are so beautiful. They smell so nice. He said, oh, flowers are a waste of time. Well, first of all, I want a gentleman that opens my door for me, and I love flowers. So why would I go marry a man that doesn't open the door and then complain that he doesn't open the door for me, or complain that he doesn't send flowers Mother's Day, Father's birthday, Valentine's Day? I knew that ahead of time. So knowing that ahead of time, going in and then cry and complain and whine, that he doesn't send flowers, he doesn't open my door, that just doesn't make sense. And what I find is a lot of my sisters in your dating, you do that. You deal with it while dating and courting, and then when you get married, you're crying and he doesn't buy me Valentine's Day gifts. He never bought you Valentine's Day gifts. So why do you want it now? He always paid half the rent. Now you want him to pay full rent. Was that what you needed? Did you communicate that? Or did you settle and compromise and think he's going to change? If you need a husband, ladies, that is sole provider, then you need to choose a sole provider husband. If you need a husband that's going to pay half the rent, then you choose a man that's going to pay half the rent. Don't choose a 50% of half the rent man and then cry and complain when you get married that you want him to pay all the rent. That's not fair for him. Communicate your needs. Know what you want. If that's what you want, then don't marry a man that's not giving you what you need and what you want. If you need flowers, don't marry a man that doesn't send flowers. If you need a gentleman that's going to open up your doors for you and carry your bags, do not marry one that doesn't open doors and carry your bags. Because when you get married, guess what? He's not going to open your doors when you get married. He's not going to carry your bags when you get married. He's not going to send you flowers. He's not going to validate you if he was not doing those things. Because you think you can deal with those things while you're dating and while you're courting and while you're engaged, because perhaps you're compromising and perhaps you think you can deal with it, or perhaps you think he's going to change, or perhaps you think he'll come around. He's not going to come around. Stop trying to change men. Stop trying to change the man and marry the man in front of you. If the man in front of you does not send flowers, do not marry him and expect him to send flowers. If he's not kind and thoughtful while you were dating, do not marry him and think and expect him to be kind and thoughtful while you're married. If he's a 50% while you're dating, do not expect him to become 100% while you're married. Marry what you want, whatever it is that you want. That's why data, collect data. Don't just meet a man and jump in a full-fledged relationship with him. Collect the data. Date several men at once. Collect data on several men at once. Oh, he's not kind. You don't need to marry him. He's not saved. You don't need to marry him. Don't meet an unsaved man, jump in a relationship with him, and try to get him saved so he can marry you. No, if you need a saved man, marry a saved man. According to John chapter 4, I believe, when Jesus was talking to Nicodemus, you must be born again. So ladies, it's important for you to know what you need and know what you want. See, I knew I needed a man that was born again. I knew I needed a man that was a tither. I knew I needed a man that was a gentleman that's going to open my door, carry my bags for me, pull out my chair, send me flowers, call me. I'm just thinking about you. I knew that. I knew that I needed a man with a good job who was a sole provider, who has prepared himself to be a husband to provide for me and my daughter and my children. I knew that. I knew that I did not need a man that he's going to be asking me every month for my 50% of the rent. I knew that. That's not what I need. I needed a provider as a husband. I need somebody that was going to love me, adore me, cherish me, send me flowers, give me hugs, give me kisses, tell me every day he loves me, and tell me every day how beautiful I am. I know that's what I needed. So that's what I did. I married a man that could do those things for me. So ladies, in dating, in your data collecting, you need to know what you need and you need to know what you want. And you need to date according to what you need and what you want. And you need to marry according to what you need and what you want. Do not marry somebody who cannot give you what you want and what you need and then expect him to give you what you want and what you need. Because you know what? That's not fair for him. Because you knew how he was going in. You knew he didn't send flowers. You knew he was mean. You knew he was a 50%er. You knew he didn't care about you. Because what I find, ladies, is when you find a man that loves you and care about you, he will do all these things for you. He'll send you Mother's Day flowers, birthday flowers, Valentines gifts. He will drive to come see you. He'll pay the rent. If he needs to go down the street and get him another job at Dunkin' Donuts just to give you some flowers, he will do it. Why? Because he loves you. He adores you and he appreciates you. So my sisters, you need to date according to what you need. Know what you need. A lot of us don't know what we need. Write it, get pen and paper, write it out. This is what I need. And date according to what you need. All right. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please share this channel. Please subscribe if you have not. Please press that little bell. Subscribe. Press that bell. Share this out. Share my channel with another sister. Invite another friend. And join me again tomorrow or another day for more dating information. We're going to do dating devotional for 30 days because summer is coming, spring is here, and we need to get it together, ladies, so that we can date according to what we need, so that we can get married and we can choose good husband. I love you, love you, love you. I will talk to you later. Bye, 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 bye.